Team Storror is a group of friends that grew up in the south of England that basically share a passion for parkour and adventure.
We happen to have a massively diverse range of skills that allows us to take on a lot of crazy projects.
Places we never would have gone without the team.
Doing parkour in skyscrapers in Asia.
Diving off bridges in Basel.
Running around deserts.
Running away from monkeys on rooftops in India.
Always thinking bigger, trying to be more creative.
Constantly looking for another adventure.
It kind of makes perfect sense for us to set our sights into the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
training, doing new challenges,
evading security,
time trials,
massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology.
Taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
Completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities that you need.
Through the tutorials, sharing techniques.
That's it.
Our goal is to make STORROR Parkour Pro the most progressive urban sports game ever.
The effect that this could have on the parkour community is similar to what the Tony Hawk's franchise did for skateboarding. And having a parkour game on major consoles is going to completely change the sport.
Oh god, what a start to the stream. Actually, immediately started yawning. Ah, yo. This is ridiculous. I don't know what's been going on lately. I've been so tired. Just all the time. No reason as well. Oh, they've moved all the buttons about. Hey, 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 what's up, Matthew? Yeah, it's your job to keep me awake. I've set myself up for failure, haven't I? I've set myself up for something I'm going to regret. How are you, dude? You alright? Alright. I've been really tired the last couple of days, but I like absolutely no reason. I don't even know why. I've been absolutely exhausted all day, every day, no matter how much I sleep or don't sleep or messing me up. Oh, was it your daughter that done the pixel art? It's really cool, to be fair. It's very cool. Dude, I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it is. Like, I've had a regular pattern. I've been sleeping, like, alright, sleeping undisturbed and that. I haven't been drinking. It's just, I never seem to feel rested, ever. Diet changes. Not really. No. To be fair, I've never been particularly good with sleep anyway. Since I was a teenager, I've never been amazing with sleep. If former habits are anything to go by, I'll be exhausted for a couple of weeks and then I'll pass out for like 16, 18 hours and then I'll be alright again for a few months. It's what got me through school. Do you know what? It's not far off. Not far off. Yeah, no worries. Good luck. Hey, what's up, Clem? How you doing? What's good in the hood? Nah, I don't think the final game won't be. We are getting close to the final countdown for the next, like internal playtesting release though. It's unfortunate. What sort of work do you do? It's fair. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad then if you're a bit of a jack of all trades. They're usually quite valuable to companies. So best of luck for you, mate. In the meantime, if you need freelance work, Upwork's a decent site if you don't already use it. I have an errant face selected somewhere. Upwork. It's a platform I use for freelance work. But there's freelance work on there, but you also find people do just straight up job postings on there. Just, yeah, it's not a bad site. You got the usual issues you have with any job board or any freelance place, but in general, the clients are usually better. Certainly better than Fiverr. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is the bad bit as well that's not been worked on. This is the bit left over. These are the main areas. Camera 1, camera 2, 3, 4. Oh, I don't. Oh, this is bookmark 4. I thought I had another one. 5. Wait, 2. I thought I had another one. Right. Mm, will this be in .12 of playtest? This will definitely. I'm not going to say definitely because things can change and go wrong. This will almost definitely. I need to read into that. Almost definitely be in point 12. I don't think it'll be in the next playtest because I don't think I'll have a chance to do like optimization on this level before the next playtest, so it'd be pointless. Issues with the upgrade from a level design perspective. Oh, what, to 5.4? I had one issue. Well, I had a couple issues. So in my mask material, I had a placeholder texture that was from the base engine. That placeholder texture doesn't exist in 5.4, so it broke the mask material. I had to replace that. All of the tessellation turned off because it's actually supported now, so you don't have to hack it into the source engine, into the source code. You can now just tick a box, but it means I had to find the box and tick it. And I have a tool. I have a spline instance of replacing curbs and stuff, and I had a node in there to set materials. If I wanted to override the material of the mesh that I was instancing, but they swapped out what the node was. So the node I had there didn't exist anymore, and I had to delete it and replace it with the new version. It's just like annoying little things like that. Where it's like a nothing problem. It takes 30 seconds to fix it, but there's just a few of them scattered around. It's like pain in the ass. What is this? Size changes are not saved by default. Keep changes copied from transient pools to fixed pools in the virtual text. Don't fade away. I'm reading you, son of a. I had the mouse over it. Why would it fade out? To be fair, it was a lot worse for. I mean, I fixed all of the problems I had in 5-10 minutes. It was just annoying. Dado has for like a week getting the code to work in the new engine. I think at one point he had something like 360 bugs or 360 errors. Sorry, come up just because we upgraded. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I'm doing here, so I'm gonna leave this until I speak to Dado and ask him what's going on. Although it is really annoying. Let's have a quick Google. Let's have a quick Google again. Oh yeah. I've had it very easy, mate. But the thing is, I don't do anything hard. I make things look pretty. I don't do any of the hard stuff. I don't do complicated problem solving. I'm chilling, mate. I basically got my feet up. Resizing virtual texture. Oops. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at. Anyway, carrying on. Oh, also, let's probably actually show you the scene with some assortment of lighting. You can change time of day. Does look good. Does look good. Thank you much, Lou. But yeah, now I've got to do the same across the rest of the level, which I've done basically the whole level. It's just this section here, this like steppy down grass bit, and the stairs that I haven't sorted. So I'm sorting them now. And then I I need to remove all the instances of overdraw because there's quite a lot of overdraw in this level. I need to do something else. Oh, I need to sort out the foliage as well. So the foliage has got this weird, like, sort of goes neon in the distance. So that is, I need to work out what it is. It's also like it's annoying little things like that. So when you go into like Devil or insert edge loop in that, in 5.3, the done button was up here. And now they've moved the done button there, which makes more sense because this is where accept and cancel is for the overall thing. And when I was in 5.3, I always looked there for the done button and it wasn't, and I had to go back. I got used to it, and now I'm in 5.4 and the fucking button's moved. I'm fuming. Absolutely livid. Oh, I had a chance to play. I don't know if you've been watching the streams as well, but I've had a chance to play with David's new physics jumps now as well. Now that I'm on 5.4, I had a little play with them earlier for a couple minutes. They are fun. Takes me getting used to, but they're fun. You got an awful lot more control now. Monsters. Oh, I've got remesh them all first every time. I wonder if they've let you. Did they let you remesh multiple meshes at once now? No, fuck you. I'm doing one by one. Hey, what's up, Scripts? How you doing? You good? Yeah, I'm alright. Tired, but I'm alright. I'm chilling. Make sure they are actually all cleared. Ah, good. Come back to that. I'm not quite sure how that's happened. We'll come back to that. But leave that there for now. Yo, yo, yo.
Fuck it.
Alright, always. I can't be giving up the title now, can I?
Nah. I mean, you never know. Maybe, you know, a young new pretender will.
We'll get a young new hire in and they'll take my title as slacker. I'd be outraged, to be honest.
No, I mean, me too, because it means that we really hired the bad.
I see. I'd be like, I'm outraged because that's like a mutiny. I'm having my title stolen. You're outraged because you're just wasting money on something.
Exactly. Right, I spent all my day with Legos. I can't imagine the joy.
Oh, Jesus. Productive, at least.
No, yeah, everything is going. I mean, quite fast. I mean, considering the Legos are extremely slow, everything is going fast. We're still missing a couple of key documents I was mentioning a couple of days ago, but I cannot do anything about that. I just need to.
They're just waiting for him to come through.
Yeah, hopefully the documents should be ready next week. So we shouldn't have much delays. But
Fair.
until this thing is finished, I want to give you guys an update, but I just like when you don't want to talk too soon and say, oh yeah, no.
Yeah, you don't want to jinx it.
Yeah. But it's going well. It's so far we haven't got anything that was stopping the process. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, should be case soon. So we got the trousers now in the game, but no body, right?
At least last time I saw it, yeah.
Say again, Guns?
Last time I saw it, yeah, that was the situation.
Right, so if we are all up to date with 5.4, I'm gonna delete that branch just to keep things clean.
Oh, that means I can delete 5.3 off my computer.
If you feel very adventurous, yeah. Or if you desperately need space on your hard
Alright.
drive.
All right, mate. I'll give it a week.
Yeah,
I'll
exactly.
give it a stay of execution for a week before I 86 it. Why did that take so long to save? Oh, it hasn't reset the location for my DDC, has it?
Nah, it shouldn't.
No, it hasn't. Wait, no.
What? Mate, what are you about, mate?
Blood. What? What the fuck?
What?
Alright, I'm
What?
just gonna delete this mesh and start again. I don't know what's happened there. Right. There. Yeah, it's uploadable. Yeah, it's a cool spot. It might be, it might. Who told you? Who snitched? Yeah, no, this is well, probably not next release because I think another play test will come before 0.12. But this is going to be the map for, well, no guarantee, but we're expecting this to be the map for 0.12 at the moment.
What?
You out spilling trade secrets, Dado?
What?
What is this?
I don't know what we're talking about, mate. Mate.
Mate,
Mate. Mate.
you're out here you're selling trade secrets. This is espionage, corporate espionage.
That is 10 years sentence.
Espionage is 10 years.
No, I don't know. Just made the number.
Oh my god! Well, actually, now I've got to find out how what you get for corporate espionage.
I had an incredible story when I was working at Sony that I will tell you another time.
It's a maximum penalty of up to 14 years.
Yeah, so it wasn't that far off.
People have done less than that for murder.
Yeah. I mean, if you think that the mafia boss, what's the name of the guy? Al Capone, right? He was arrested for...
Oh, for tax evasion, wasn't it?
Yeah.
True. Yeah, because there's a joke that's like the IRS is such a big gang, even Al Capone doesn't fuck with them, or something like that.
What? I saw something horrible on my stream. Something truly repulsive.
I don't know what you're talking about. You saw nothing.
Well, this will come in 30 seconds, or it's already been 30 seconds in the past.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna go through every object in the scene and check the matrix scale of those.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Dano. Don't.
Exactly.
For your own sanity, just don't do it.
That is maximum of 13 years.
Yeah, that's better. Ah, that's interesting. Decal becomes extremely obvious when you get this far away because the foliage disappears. That's a really short distance for the foliage to fade out.
But yeah, we have also the problems with the foliage. It's I've never seen anyone having this. Actually, I think. Well, no, I don't think that. I think we should use some landscape in the thing, but yeah, apart from that, it shouldn't really behave like that.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll make any difference because you've still got to put foliage on top of the landscape.
Yeah, I know, but somehow I don't know, just feels like landscape.
Also, let's see if I can trigger. Hang on. I got something kept coming up that I wanted to ask you about. Let's see if I can trigger it. No, it's not going to do it now. It was it was like resizing vertical textures or something, and it kept coming up. But it was coming up with like a little pop up, something about like static and floating pools or something like that.
What?
I don't know. If it comes up again, I'll ask you.
Okay.
Oh, there. Resizing virtual texture pools.
I don't see where.
Yeah, I'm getting a screenshot of it. Yeah, I keep getting that pop up when I'm floating around the level looking at things, and I don't really understand what it means.
Me neither. I think it's just some Real Engine jargon that nobody knows. Doesn't make any sense to me, but yeah. I'm really sus about this virtual texture stuff. Just the name to me doesn't mean anything. But apart from that, I don't know. I always feel it's just very unstable. I don't know how to describe it.
Let's see.
Thank you. Grazie.
How's multiplayer going to work? Co-op or log into a multiplayer world? We were actually having that conversation last night, kind of.
Yeah, it has to be co-op. At least to start with.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be super fun when we've got multiplayer going. I actually can't wait for multiplayer. I can't wait for like multiplayer sessions with the server, with the Discord server. It's going to be so fun. To be fair, actually, what I'm really looking forward to is doing like multiplayer events. That's gonna be so fun. Time challenges, yeah, but I'm looking forward to doing actual events, like hosting a street comp in a spot. I'm also really looking forward to when we've got like social features going, and you can upload like in-game clips for like rewards and stuff or competitions. Yeah, well, yeah, no, why was not painted? I'll come back to this in a minute. Actually. It's also mildly annoying. They've changed the sensitivity for sliders, which means that the sliders are way more precise now. But you've got to have loads of mouse mats to make them change. There's a DPI set somewhere. Yeah, we got some fan made stuff in here as well. If you go on the Discord to the Games Fan Art channel, every now and then I'll trawl through that and I'll take bits because like we say in the description on the channel that if it's a good fit and if we like it and that there's a chance it might get used in the game. And every now and then I'll just trawl through it and pick some up. But don't take it personally if it doesn't get used for literally any number of reasons. There might be 1,000 reasons it might not get used. You know what? So do I. I wish I was better at it than I am. I do plan to try and practice in that at some point. I want to do a piece on the wall behind me. Yeah, do it, dude. Why not? Always good to learn a new skill anyway. I need to get back into my drawing. I spent like a year learning and practicing and getting not really good, but compared to when I started, really good. Compared to anyone that can draw, it was terrible. Compared to where I started, really good. And then I just sort of fell off it and just got busy with other things. But I kind of miss it. I should really get back into it. The problem is, I really enjoy doing like anatomy and creature work, but I'm fucking shit at it. Absolutely terrible at it. Not that I'm good at buildings and hard surface, but yeah, I'm terrible at creature work. That's the fun stuff. It's annoying as well because like all of my friends are artists, and they can all draw really well, and they've all like locked into their own styles, things like that, and it's annoying. Annoying how easily they do it as well, isn't it? And they're sitting there like, oh, it's terrible. This is the worst work I've ever done. Just staring at it like, right, really? Are you seeing this, Dado?
No. Well,
So I put some rocks in the grass, and the wind effect on the grass is refracting the light, and it's making it look like the rocks are wobbling.
uh,
And now that I notice, it's actually doing it on the wall as well. It's just harder to see. Well, all right, that's interesting. Good to know. Good to know. Straight in. That's what it is.
so the material for the landscape is a bit plain, right?
Oh, you mean like the dirt?
Yeah.
Sure. Wait, I thought I thought I enabled nanite on it, sort of testing it. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, but even with the tessellation, it will look may look even worse.
Nah, it's not worse. It looks way better.
I don't know. I mean, I'm 30 seconds delayed, but don't know. Sus to me.
Everything's sus to you.
Yeah, sus. No, yeah, but it's missing a little bit of oomph. No?
Don't know what that means. I don't know what oomph means for grass.
A little bit of spark, a little bit of being interesting material. And we got the same pattern. Every time I see one of those clueless YouTubers that plays with a real engine landscape, they always have this, oh, did this landscape material, blah blah. And I'm pretty sure they're all the same like pattern of materials, but I don't know. They look pretty decent to me.
Yeah, I still don't know what you're looking for, is the problem. I don't know what oomph means.
There is a guy that I think all he does is landscape things. Have a look at the guy called a real sensei. And he does a lot of landscape things, and I don't know. I don't know what kind of material he uses for the landscape, but it looks good.
Ah, unreal sensei.
Hello, everyone.
Slopes, giving a really realistic look to the landscape. Next up, we have cell texture bombing, which will essentially link in the description. Okay, so first off, we have the auto texturing feature, which applies different textures to different slopes, giving a really realistic look to the landscape. Next up, we have cell texture bombing, which will essentially hide any repetition in any texture with just one click of a button. So that's really cool and really new. Next up is my favorite feature, which is the virtual texture blending.
This is welcome to my life, Dundas.
Which will blend any object you have automatically scan. That's how we can boost really nasty texture stretching on sharp angles. And all of this is highly
Mate. Is it the grass you don't like, or is it the texture of the floor?
Both.
No, that's not. That doesn't help me.
Yeah, I mean, the
Is it
grass
the
has got all sorts of problems by being
knowing nothing about Unreal Engine 5 to
I
creating
don't know. There is something about the
beautiful
flow
world
that.
in a human reference. That's how I understand this.
I mean, now
Like
with the
here for
tessellation, it
landscape
looks
builds
a
or
bit
feature
better.
too.
Who said
And combine
tessellation would make it
and
worse?
then selecting the add
No,
tool.
I changed my
And now
mind.
we can
You
add
always
even
need to
more
change your
components
mind.
to our landscape and increase the size of our landscape
so
after creating it.
the
Also,
material that is
if
on
we
the
go
ground,
into our landscape material, so let's jump back into nanites. So let's go import.
what is that material?
7.5.
It's just a Megascan's wild grass material.
And now if I pan
Ah,
it
yeah,
out,
it's rubbish.
we will see that my ferns.
You just said you
see
what?
We have small ferns.
You just
and
said you
big
like
ferns.
it.
That one is
vary the
rubbish.
scale.
Have a look at the one
And
from
of course,
a
we
real
can check
sensei.
multiple objects to create multiple
I'm
objects.
looking. I
So I'll just set
I don't know
this
what
back
material
to
he
1.
uses. I'm trying to find it.
And now,
I've also
2 frames
twisted
per
my knee
second.
somehow. Just
So
moved it.
if I
His
press
looks shit. What are you on
Control
about?
and H to bring back
Yeah,
my
man.
plane reflection,
I cannot see on the
then
screen.
our frames drop. So you will see a slight performance decrease when you're using plane reflections, but I think in this case it's kind of necessary. I think my shadows are a little bit
My
too bright
man,
right now, so I'm
real
going to click
sensei.
on my skylight again and go into details. Let's change this from 3 to 2, and I'm going to press Control Shift H at the same time
Yeah, but don't show the beginning of the work. Show the end.
This is 4 hours in.
So unfortunately for
Yeah,
us right now,
it's still the
Lumen
beginning.
isn't really.
It's a 5-hour video. 4 hours isn't the
And I'm not
beginning.
gonna do that, but what you could do,
Oh, you
is
chose the
you
wrong.
could go through each of these.
You
chose
chose
the
the
wrong
wrong
video.
video,
And turn that off.
mate.
So this is off.
No, it looks
this is
shit.
on. So keeping it off definitely makes
Really?
my scene look a
Like
lot
his
better.
scenes
Keep
don't
in
look
mind
shit.
that
Don't get me wrong,
foliage
his scenes are great. But
it
if you're
hasn't
looking
really been
specifically at the
working well
landscape,
with Unreal
like
Engine
it's
5,
not better
so
than us.
Some of these issues.
I
might
say
be
ours
fixed
like I
on
even
these
made it. I
days.
even make this. This is real grass because it's a
Also,
mega
now
scans
let's
texture. It's
select
just
my
a photo scan
post-process
of
volume in
actual
the middle of
grass.
my map. And
Yeah.
then within the details panel,
All
we
right.
come here and we can see we're currently.
Yeah, not convinced. It looks sus to me.
Yesterday, Epic Games hosted their State of Unreal event, where they use a high texture getting which.
I'm going through that. Yeah.
Hi everyone, in this tutorial I will teach you to a landscape. Just select the landscape and then within the details
So
panel.
it's got a
add
video
those to the
called
landscape. So you can see
Landscape Material.
0.5.
Yeah, but
And
it's
for this part,
it's a
we're gonna do the
landscape material that like
How do we get
blends
nanite
between different
landscapes like
slopes and heights. So it
placement?
blends between
So
like
number
rock
one,
and
if I open
grass.
this down
But
to
it's not
something
like a high
here,
quality
we have
texture.
No?
high texture.
Is it rubbish then?
This procedural
It's
foliage
so
tool
okay.
should only be used for really small assets like grass, ferns, and pebbles. To start
But,
adding
you know,
more foliage assets,
it's got the rocks there.
if we go into
No?
the
So what are the best grass landscape material for the Real Engine then?
I don't know.
Right, okay.
We need rocks. We got rocks. These are shit rocks. I actually really don't like these. I'm gonna get rid of these. Oh, I need to sort out this fucking wall as well. Yeah. There you go.
So, is this mega scale material that's got vertex painting?
What? Which one?
One for the grass.
Yeah, I'm using my master material.
Right. For the grass.
At the moment, yeah.
Right. So vertex paint more.
Okay.
Hey, you can do that later.
You're too generous, thank you. Yeah, it'll be something like that. Like I just need to put a channel on it that's got rocks and just paint them in places that's got some spikiness to it. I don't know.
Why are you putting a mesh inside another mesh?
Because this mesh is shit and needs to go.
Oh, right.
So I'm working out, but I'm still using it there as like a template.
Oh, right, mate.
Go back to your coding. What is this?
Yeah.
How many maps have I worked on? I have worked on National Theatre, Scrapped. Oh yeah, no, Scrapped Barbican. Sam's Level, Crete, Hamburg, Lisbon, Skyscrapers. $11? I think 11. I think. Any snapshots of the maps on social Discord anywhere? I mean, if you track back through the Discord server in the Tic Tac chat, there'll be odd screenshots and stuff, but I don't know how far back. On the Instagram, maybe. A lot of the ones I've worked on have been scrapped though, so they've probably not made it to Instagram. Ah, 12. There's another one I forgot about. Yeah, I mean, if you backtrack through, so if you go onto our Instagram for SPB, every level on there are ones that I've touched or worked on in some way, because it goes as far back as National Theatre, which is when I started. The Wall Run one I done well. Yeah, I done. Sasha and Jazz done the photography for it, which is really helpful. Oh no, actually, to be fair, the test level, the test level that Dado and David use, I haven't done anything with. That's just them putting blocks where they need it. When will Josh have his actual hair in the game? Never. If I have anything to do with it, it'll be bold in every iteration of the game going forwards. I don't know. At some point. To be fair, I'm quite excited to see in like 8 months, a year's time, the sort of levels I'm making then. Because I'm like, I like where the create levels turned out, like how it's turned out, but it's not good enough for me in my head. I don't know what I don't know what the next stages of learning for me, but this I've finally reached the starting line. Is how I'm seeing creep. So I'm quite excited to see what ones I'm making in a year's time. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed. I don't even know what it is about this level that I'm not satisfied with. It's good. I know it's good, but it's missing something and I don't know what it is. I need to work it out. This is perfect grass. This is exactly what's missing. Once I get that perfect grass locked down, chilling. Game of the year. Game of the year easy. We'll be the only early access title to get game of the year. Pockets full of money that you steal from the poor, and on the way down to help you hear me ring that bell and the twice as much to stay your soul. What the? What's that? Mesh paint. Green. Yeah, let's just try one thing really quick. Dado doesn't. I used to when I was a teenager. I don't anymore, regrettably. I keep wanting to get back into it, but I don't really have anyone to train with near me, and I don't particularly like training alone. David's planning on getting into it in the summer, I believe. So I think I'm going to try and hijack him and get back into training with him at the time. But yeah, I used to do it for like 6 years or something. I was never very good, but loved it though. Yeah, so I need to get a rock texture for the grass and sort out the overdraw. Right, I'll be back in a minute. Dado, do you want to share your screen or should I run the trailer for a minute?
Yeah, no, run the trailer, go. Just some boring code, so.
Alright, I'm going to run the trailer for a minute, guys, and I'll be back in for about 5 minutes or so. In a bit.
Team STORROR is a group of friends that grew up in the south of England that basically share a passion for parkour and adventure.
We happen to have a massively diverse range of skills that allows us to take on a lot of crazy projects.
Places we never would have gone without the team.
Doing parkour in skyscrapers in Asia,
Diving off bridges in Basel.
Running around deserts.
running away from monkeys on rooftops in India.
Always thinking bigger, trying to be more creative.
Constantly looking for another adventure.
It kind of makes perfect sense for us to set our sights into the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
Training, doing new challenges.
Evading security.
time trials.
Massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology.
Taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
Completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities that you need.
Through the tutorials, sharing techniques.
That's it.
Our goal is to make STORROR Parkour Pro the most progressive urban sports game ever.
The effect that this could have on the parkour community is similar to what the Tony Hawk's franchise did for skateboarding. And having a parkour game on major consoles is going to completely change the sport.
Team STORROR is a group of friends that grew up in the south of England that basically share a passion for parkour and adventure.
We happen to have a massively diverse range of skills that allows us to take on a lot of crazy projects.
Places we never would have gone without the team.
Doing parkour in skyscrapers in Asia,
Diving off bridges in Basel.
Running around deserts.
running away from monkeys on rooftops in India.
Always thinking bigger, trying to be more creative.
Constantly looking for another adventure.
It kind of makes perfect sense for us to set our sights into the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
Training, doing new challenges.
Evading security,
time trials.
Massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology.
Taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
Completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities that you need.
Through the tutorials, sharing techniques.
That's it.
Our goal is to make STORROR Parkour Pro the most progressive urban sports game ever.
The effect that this could have on the parkour community is similar to what the Tony Hawk's franchise did for skateboarding. And having a parkour game on major consoles is going to completely change the sport.
Team STORROR is a group of friends that grew up in the south of England that basically share a passion for parkour and adventure.
We happen to have a massively diverse range of skills that allows us to take on a lot of crazy projects.
places we never would have gone without the team.
Doing parkour in skyscrapers in Asia,
Diving off bridges in Basel.
Running around deserts.
running away from monkeys on rooftops in India.
Always thinking bigger, trying to be more creative.
Constantly looking for another adventure.
It kind of makes perfect sense for us to set our sights into the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
Training, doing new challenges.
Evading security,
time trials.
Massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology.
Taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
Completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities that you need.
Through the tutorials, sharing techniques.
That's it.
Our goal is to make STORROR Parkour Pro the most progressive urban sports game ever.
The effect that this could have on the parkour community is similar to what the Tony Hawk's franchise did for skateboarding. And having a parkour game on major consoles is going to completely change the sport.
Team STORROR is a group of friends that grew up in the south of England that basically share a passion for parkour and adventure.
We happen to have a massively diverse range of skills that allows us to take on a lot of crazy projects.
places we never would have gone without the team.
Doing parkour in skyscrapers in Asia,
Diving off bridges in Basel.
Running around deserts.
running away from monkeys on rooftops in India.
Always thinking bigger, trying to be more creative.
Constantly looking for another adventure.
It kind of makes perfect sense for us to set our sights into the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
Training, doing new challenges.
Evading security,
time trials.
Massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology.
Taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
Completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities that you need.
Through the tutorials, sharing techniques.
That's it.
Our goal is to make STORROR Parkour Pro the most progressive urban sports game ever.
The effect that this could have on the parkour community is similar to what the Tony Hawk's franchise did for skateboarding. And having a parkour game on major consoles is going to completely change the sport.
Team STORROR is a group of friends that grew up in the south of England that basically share a passion for parkour and adventure.
We happen to have a massively diverse range of skills that allows us to take on a lot of crazy projects.
Places we never would have gone without the team.
Doing parkour in skyscrapers in Asia,
Diving off bridges in Basel.
Running around deserts.
running away from monkeys on rooftops in India.
Always thinking bigger, trying to be more creative.
Constantly looking for another adventure.
It kind of makes perfect sense for us to set our sights into the gaming world.
There's never been a project that has got us as excited as this one.
STORROR Parkour Pro is the first parkour game solely about parkour and its culture.
Connecting with your mates across the world, free roaming, multiplayer options.
On the starting line with like all of your mates to have some crazy race across town.
An open world exploration game where there'll be missions,
Training, doing new challenges.
Evading security.
time trials.
Massive roof gaps, slides through flumes, huge wall runs.
Become immersed to a level at which you actually feel like you're a part of this sport.
We want to build into the game the most ambitious animation technology,
Taking the motion capture to a whole new level.
completely fluid so that it feels exactly like you're doing parkour in real life.
People always say, I really want to be able to do this, or I would love to be able to try parkour.
There'll be a process of kind of character progression, learning the skills and abilities that you need.
Through the tutorials, sharing techniques.
That's it.
Our goal is to make STORROR Parkour Pro the most progressive urban sports game ever.
The effect that this could have on the parkour community is similar to what the Tony Hawk's franchise did for skateboarding. And having a parkour game on major consoles is going to completely change the sport.
Yo.
Yeah.
Hello. I was saying yo to the stream, but alright. Your life is the devil's price. Yeah, the devil's price. I was expecting a lot more soundboards to come in then. It was like a whole stream of them, one after the other.
Go again, so you're talking to me.
Yeah, I thought you was going to keep going with the soundboards. Just keep going for ages.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, pretty good.
Look at the texture. I've lost all my head. Why have I been signed out of Epic? Devil's prize. So when are we hoping to have the next playtest out?
Well, today, but I don't know if we can sort out the t-shirt. But if we can sort out the t-shirt, then yeah, I don't see why we shouldn't.
Just drop it without the t-shirt.
I don't know. Things
It's
are
only
really cool.
It's just an internal playtest, though.
Yeah, it's not really. But this is why not really, bother me. Yeah, if there is something like not exactly super mega perfect, yeah, it's okay. I mean, we shipped 0.11 pretty broken anyway, so it was really time to.
Pretty broken. Was it?
Well, no, it wasn't broken, but for example, you could replay your mouse and keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
The space bar wasn't working. I need to watch season 3 of The Boys.
Yeah, it's good. I just finished rewatching. Well, I say rewatching, but Luther, because I watched like the first 3 seasons, or the first 3 or 4 seasons when they came out, and then I missed the fifth one, the film, so I had to like rewatch them all now and catch up.
Oh, is it good? I never saw it.
Oh, it's really good.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a fucking great series.
I don't like how Netflix only like keeps videos for a
Yeah, it's
limited amount of time. It's just pretty weird. It's a
annoying.
freaking storage box in Alaska. Just leave the video there. I don't know.
It's got to be licensing issues, though, isn't it?
There was a great skate documentary that it was hosted, but it was for about like 6 months or something like that. It was called Burning Wheels, I think. It was amazing. It was best documentary I ever watched, but I couldn't find it anymore. It's the story of two.
Must be online or something.
Yeah, maybe on Prime. The story of two Australian brothers that challenged Tony Hawk in the 90s, and it's like, wow, it's basically better than a movie. It's really, really good.
I think I might be getting ill. Feel it in my chest. Oh, that's really annoying. Actually, I'm supposed to be running a D&D session on Saturday. Saturday? Sunday. What day's the 30th? Saturday.
No, it wasn't called Burn Away. It was called All This Mayhem. It's incredible.
Is it not on YouTube or something?
No, because it was like proper Netflix production.
Right.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, okay.
It was this one. I mean, I was into skateboarding, so for me it was yeah, it was very good. But even if you're not into skateboarding, it's just the raw. I don't know, just the raw storytelling of that story of those two brothers. It's like incredible.
Oh, an hour 43. Oh, it's like an actual film.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
not a whole-
it's better than It's proper. It's proper production.
Yeah, fair enough.
So last year I managed to pay Amazon Prime twice, and they fuckers didn't even send me a refund.
How did you manage to pay him twice?
Well, because it was basically at the end. I usually paid every year, and so it was like the last 2 or 3 days when you had to renew it, and it was, don't remember, like £80, something like that. And then I thought, you know what, I'm gonna pay monthly, right? Because I don't want to pay £80. So I canceled the thing and I say, sure, I'm gonna start monthly. And but I think it was like too late to cancel the direct debit or something, right? So the year membership it was already taken, and then I also did monthly. And
They just let it happen.
Yeah, but I tried to chase it down. Then I thought, I can't be asked.
That's ridiculous, dude. Prime's expensive as well.
It is expensive, yeah. To be honest, I really don't know why I'm using it. I mean, my wife buys quite a lot of stuff on Amazon, so it's quite handy. But like Prime Video and all those things, they are really like with you go Prime and you pay already the subscription, but Prime Music is completely useless. It's absolute can't.
I don't think anyone uses it.
Yeah, I got nothing. And then Prime Video, it's okay, but then anything remotely interesting, you have to pay for it. So
Also, they've also started putting ads on it as well. On Prime.
Yeah, on Prime they start putting ads.
Yeah, they started you can pay extra. You can do a supplement on top of your subscription to get rid of ads. But by default, with Prime Video, any free content on Prime Video has ads on it now.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Screw you, Jeff Bezos.
No. Did you hear about the the shipping freight in Baltimore?
Yeah, they brings
They took the bridge out.
Yeah. So
that's
there was
fucking
a similar
wild.
accident in Italy, like 5-6 years ago, something like that.
There's quite a little bit like there's definitely some dark humor in watching it when you've got all of this water, all of this space, and you manage to nail the dead center of the support pillar.
Yeah,
absolutely bullseyed it.
Yeah.
Awesome. I hope the divers found everyone there. I don't know if they did or not.
Yeah, only one, right? That's incredible.
Only one that they've not found, or they've only found one?
No, I think one dead.
Wow, I was expecting it to be higher than that. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not good, but relative to what it could have been.
Yeah. When that bridge collapsed in Italy, there was about, I think it was about 20 dead. And even that, it was pretty remarkable because it was a very, very tall bridge. And, you know, it wasn't on a river. It was on just another stretch of land. It was like between two mountains and stuff like that. So, and that bridge was long and it basically collapsed. Like the bridge there, but like everything collapsed. And there was this image of there was a delivery van from the local supermarket. It basically stopped like 20 centimeters from, you know,
from the edge,
from the last bit, of the edge of the bridge as they stand still. And then they kept that because nobody, it was too dangerous to move it, right? So, you know, they kept that van there for like a week before they could actually remove it. And it became like kind of a famous image, like this van that
that's
just
wild.
Yeah. Okay, it was a little bit further than 20 centimeters, but yeah, it was. It's quite incredible.
It's still at that range where they can't just go in and drive it back.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking from here and say, why did they leave it there? But yeah, it's I mean, everything else was, you know, was collapsing. But like, I don't understand how they didn't notice.
Close.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
When you think about like how the sections of a bridge work, that's yeah.
Yeah, but like it was like before it collapsed, right? It was like this, like what the fuck? I mean, like, how do you even? You don't realize that maybe that is
that was before it collapsed.
Yeah.
That was in tip top working condition, signed off. Let's go.
Well, it was an old bridge, but still, what the fuck is that? I mean, that doesn't really look like anything remotely.
This is the bridge Dado's on about. Before it collapsed. It kind of looks like they built it from either side, like to have it most stable, and then they got to the middle and they ran out of budget, and they were like, "Fuck, just string it together, it'll be fine."
Just some cables together. Yeah, and it was also like in a very weird position because, you know, have a look at this one. Like, I mean, what is the like? Why the bridge went over the houses? It was like it was all very, very bizarre.
Yeah, doesn't the Brooklyn Bridge do that as well? Go over houses.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think if you look up the Brooklyn Bridge, I think it does it as well.
But like, yeah, but this is like I don't know, like look at this. Like this is ridiculous.
Oh my god! Can you imagine if it came down on the house? Oh, it's on a train track as well.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Que carajo?
It's just so weird. And you know what is funny? That I traveled on that bridge a couple of days earlier because we were on holiday in Italy. Because that is
Scary.
basically the main bridge that you take when you get out of the airport. And my wife's parents live in Genova, where the bridge is. So we just traveled there just a few days earlier.
That's scary. Yeah, that's wild. Intellect. There we go. One way to make graphics card on these maps. To be fair, it's concerning that mine's running at 30 frames a second at the moment. It's quite concerning. Right. Oh. Okay. Um, Oh, you son of a bitch. Thank you. Thank you, Logan. Missing something though. I don't know what it's missing, but it's missing something. When do I think it'd be playable? Couple days probably. I'm hoping for a couple of days. I was hoping for tonight, to be honest, but I'm not going to get the optimization stuff done tonight. I don't think it'll take too long. There's not that much left to do on this level, to be honest. It's just the stuff that's left is the shit stuff that you don't want to do. Fortunately. I mean, at a minimum, I'll get all the visual stuff done tonight. And then, well, actually, I say that, but the foliage is, I think, going to take a little while to work out to fix it. Fortunately. The resolution says I have it now. I don't know exactly how it works because my monitor's native is 3840 by 1200, so it's almost 4K. But I don't have Unreal at that. I don't have it full screen because I'm streaming. You'd never be able to see it. So I've got it in a 1920 by 1080 window. But I don't know if it's actually like adaptively changing or if it's just using 3840 by 1200 and shrinking the window. I'm not entirely sure what it's doing. I'm inclined to say it's doing it at 3840 by 1200. Entirely sure how smart Unreal is. Yeah, they're looking good. Looking crispy. It's always been nothing more than memory. Ancient brothers. Oh, I need to look into. Said I was going to do it ages ago and I forgot. I need to look into DLSS as well. Say I told you so. It's been, always been nothing new. But the day was straight bound. Isn't garnish. When he is round. Thompson gives the orders to stay in motion. Silent and sets me lights. Bang. With the fine ship of diamond. Overdraw. Yeah. Clean, but bitch. Oh, please undo far enough. Fuck you. Oh, minute now. Oh, but it's undone far enough to. I duplicated the mesh because I wanted to make a variation of it, but I accidentally I accidentally worked on the original mesh. And then I undone, but it didn't undo far enough because the undo history in Unreal is unreliable at best. So it didn't go back far enough. But then because I started moving around to look at things and clicked on other things, it reset the undo history, which means now I couldn't redo to get back the one that got deleted when I undone. So I've got the damaged version of the source, but I don't have the duplicate I made. Alright, well, I'm here now, so it is what it is. And I don't have like source messages of these anywhere because when I brought them over to Unreal, I didn't like export and bring them over. I done it through pipeline, but the Blender file was dead, which means I don't have these anymore. Oh well. Let's Yeah. Oh. Where's fair is now. Let 20 go. Too much better to land on. Oh, fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Ha! Alright, well, is what it is. Yeah. Oh, actually, does that mean now that... Interesting. Oh, this isn't even... This isn't even clean. Like, it is clean, but we've got clean up on the animations to do. And I'm not used to this system, so you're watching me learn the physics jump system. This is the first time I've played with it, really. So you're watching me learn it. It's cool. I love the fact now that you can actually control distances based on like speed and power. So I can choose to like step onto that first ledge, or I can choose to ignore it and go over it just by how much power I'm giving it and speed and stuff. It feels good. Oh, also the collisions are a bit janky on this map as well at the moment. They're a bit all over the place. More fluid, yes. Easier is subjective because you can do more now, so the controls are slightly more complicated. Also, the controls are a little bit weird because they're not like they haven't been rigorously play tested as to what buttons are what key bindings are best, and that is kind of just the ones we were using. So easier is subjective, but it's definitely more fun. It's definitely more fun now.
Yeah, so you're scanning stuff.
Pretend I'm not here.
I saw some strange rectangles.
Oh, you don't need perfect timing now. You still need good timing, but you don't need perfect timing. I have a feeling this is going to go horribly, but let's find out. Then don't want to trace it as a surface. Ah, interesting. Okay, that's a shame. Better just to have no collision on it. Okay, let's have a look. What's the time? 1:45. God, it feels so much later. Let's have a look into foliage issues. call the stream there, guys. I'm trying to sort stuff out with the foliage, and it's got quite a lot of foliage on the map, so streaming at the same time, sort of killing it, I think. But, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.